key to the ramp the other day, and I thought it was just as good as an engagement ring to me. I think it's pretty special what's happening for sure.
To a skate ramp?
To my ramp.
Okay, so is it like
you said only rich guys have their own ramps.
Yeah, it's a total rich guy ramp.
And it also has a lock out front of it. That definitely.
It's in a warehouse.
Oh, it is?
Although someone broke in the other night, stole some camera gear.
Oh, I thought they just skated. No skating.
I know. I was kind of hoping that too. Hey, what are you doing? Well, you gave Ellis a key. You didn't give me one.
Somebody broke in here too, actually.
What they
stole cameras? Yeah.
Right.
Oh,
so it must be that time of year. Maybe the holidays. People are looking, to give cameras out or something.
Well, they were going around the building trying to get into different doors, and finally got into the door that just happened to be by a camera that was set up.
Oh yeah, that's a game show for criminals. I feel like they just walk into a building and it's like dun 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 dun. Dun.
Yeah, if he had gotten the other door open, he would have had a piece of the loop.
Ooh,
the loop ramp is all set up over there.
So
that would have been hard. That would have been hard to
somebody
steal on a whim.
I was going to say, and what would you do? Like if Theo stole the loop, what would you do?
I've gotten hurt on nothing enough. What would be
the first thing that you would do with the loop?
I'd probably take it to Canada or Australia where people would frickin' mount somebody over there. You could sell it for big money over there, I think.
But how do you? I mean,
how do you get it there? Yeah. Shipping, I don't know.
Canada, maybe you could drive it through in a truck.
Yeah.
But Australia, no.
Got Hawks loop.
Can you imagine trying to
get the loop?
Trying to get rid of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Hey, man, hey kid, you want a loop?
Yeah, like, hey kid, you want to die? I got the device. Like, just set this thing up and go down that roller, and you'll be dead in a minute. Like, no problem.
Yeah, bro. This path has fentanyl in it. Yeah, it's just,
the suicide loop.
The loop just takes people out.
I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't know Bobby had a brother, actually. And when I found out, I was shocked. I was mesmerized that he never told me he had a brother. Because it just seems like the only thing about Bobby is like he's just hard to get to know, kind of,
Yeah.
That's what I feel like.
I think I understand what you're saying. He kind of puts up
there's just so many things going on. You don't know what's real sometimes.
Well, because he's always like,
he's always pulling up his pants.
Yeah. Does he try to touch your dick and stuff?
I think he used to, but I think
because he does that because he likes you.
He does?
Well, he's done it with all the other comics. He's done stuff like that.
Yeah. He's almost like a Bichon kind of,
Yeah.
My buddy used to have this Doberman that would almost try to suck you off even, which is crazy, bro. Real talk, dude.
Yeah, it's funny because between my son and daughter, I'm always like, she acts super different. My daughter is 4, my son's 2, and my 2-year-old son acts completely different than my 2-year-old daughter did. Like my daughter was all prim and proper. Like you go go color, and she'd sit in the corner for 4 hours with just coloring with a crayon. It's like
dude. Yeah, the little women, I feel like they want to change the world. They have some inkling of hope and stuff. And the boys, a lot of them are violent,
and dumb, just running around knocking stuff over. Yeah. That's my boy. That's my Remo.
Yeah, it's almost crazy to watch me. Like, what is going on? These kids they're bananas.
You kind of want to pull them over and be like, listen, you don't know things yet, but this is what you're doing. Yeah. It's not what's going on.
This isn't how you do it. Dude, my little nephew used to hide on top of shit, like on bookshelves and shit, and be real quiet and fucking surprise you, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he was like 19 months old. I'm like, that's insane. There's no way he got up there by natural causes.
No.
You know what I'm saying? This dude ain't no fucking...
He's so seek that out. He's like, we're going to make some happen right now.
You could tell he'd definitely been like envisioning being up on that shelf, and he just woke up there one morning, This ain't no free solo baby here.
It's all about the angle. He's like, I'm going to do the most damage. Come down strong.
I literally did a Mexican game show.
There you go.
It was pretty insane.
Oh, there you go, dude.
They're speaking Spanish in that, right?
Bro, the whole country's a game, so you got to jump over a wall to even
wild,
get there.
but it was like this giant pinball thing that you had to throw these balls down. They bounced, and they were hitting the audience and stuff.
What?
It was crazy.
Man, I want to do that. Why don't they do that here? I want to throw giant balls at people.
It's because of the different legislation, I think. Like certain countries, you can. The rules are definitely different on who can die.
Skate parks. When I was a kid, they just built giant vert ramps and put them in a fucking park. And here, the only person that had giant vert ramp is some pro dude that's got all the insurance and shit.
Rich guys. Sorry, I didn't mean to point at you, dude. And you might not have any money anymore. I don't know, but there was a time.
I might have to sell my ramp for scraps soon.
And wouldn't it be crazy? We walk up on him in winter, and he's like making firewood out of his last ramp, to stay warm.
Sad. That'd be a really sad day.
No, that thing's here to stay.
Oh, good. I'm glad, man. Yeah, thank you guys for coming in, man. I appreciate it, dude. It's good to see you again.
Hey, good to see
you.
you,
Know,
man.
and thank you for, whenever I was just really kind of catching a break in comedy, you brought me onto your serious show a couple times.
Oh, really? That was what that? Because I didn't
appreciate
realize
it,
you
man.
hadn't already. I didn't think I had I heard you on Opie and Anthony. I told you and was like, holy shit, this guy's the funniest guy I've ever heard on radio. That's how long ago it was. And I was like, get him on my show. And then sure enough, he just, I'm like, he didn't know it yet, but he's like I was like, you could fucking take over any.
Are you saying you gave him his big break?
No, not at all. I'm saying he was already.
You're kind of
awesome.
saying that.
He helped hammer the crack, I think.
Everybody already knew though. I don't think I was. Let me show you fucking Theo Von, everybody. Everyone, like, did you were on the O&A show? It wasn't. You weren't.
Well, it was just Opie at that point.
I love your brother. He's hard to love at times. You know that.
Oh yeah. You got a brother too?
I got a brother too, and he was hard to
Older?
love. Now he's a little easier to love.
You guys fight?
No.
Oh, okay.
One of us hit the other one with a chair once when we were young.
Oh, really? What was that over?
I don't know. One of us was wearing a disguise, so I don't remember who was who.
Oh.
But it was violent. It was like one of the most violent things that ever happened to me.
Wait,
and it was a nice chair. It was an antique.
How old were you?
I was probably 11.
11 years old.
Yeah.
And then you have two sisters?
I have two sisters. Mm-hmm. One of them lives kind of by the interstate. Mm-hmm. And one of them actually just got fat recently, like this past year.
I'm so sorry, dude. You're killing
And that
me.
doesn't mean I'm serious, man. And I'm not trying to be rude to anybody that's
Yeah,
bigger or not.
Yeah. Yeah.
I might be gay when I get older.
Yeah.
So you never know. To me, you never know what life has kind of in store for you, or what's around the next turn. I don't put anything out of it. That's why when people say like, they have issues with gays or they have issues with fats or whatever, like that could be you next week. And that could be, that's why I don't put anything out.
It's like eating tuna fish. Like, what it's like when you move out here. Like, I was like a peanut butter. I couldn't afford the jelly. It was like peanut butter sandwiches.
Yeah.
So
and then just squeeze the packet of jelly into your mouth. I would get a bite of the peanut butter sandwich and then squeeze a little bit of the jelly in, dude.
Yeah, just fill your pockets at any condiment
Popeyes
station.
had great jelly too. Some places have shady jelly, I thought, but that's a different chat.
Wait, I don't know if you want us to get into that now. Let's come back. We'll circle back.
Yeah, let's say. So we're at HD Buttercup. You got the
Antique
antiquer.
section,
So
right.
what happened? What was that? What was
So
the big
I don't
deal
know.
about that?
I don't know shit about antiques. The guy goes on break. He's like, "Hey, I got to go pick up my daughter. I think I had to pick up his daughter from school or something." He's like, "Do you mind just watching us till we close?"
Yeah.
Nobody ever went in there.
Oh, listen to all the white privilege in that guy's life, huh? His daughter's at school.
Yeah, he's like, "I go pick her up," but whatever he had to do,
Jesus.
or he had a doctor appointment or
Yeah.
a funeral. I can't remember.
If he's antiquing, it's probably a funeral. Probably want to do a
Probably
little
do some
repossession.
research. He's
Yeah.
like, let me go get a bureau, right? So he goes on break, and a woman walks in. I was like, "Oh, could you help me with?" She's like, "I'm looking for an antique chest." And I'm like, "Sure." So I walk in, and I hadn't hardly ever walked into this because I didn't know anything about it.
Yeah.
And there's only so much you could fake, right? So I get in, and
Right.
she's like,
yeah, this is from a battleship.
yeah, right. Like
you
it's
know?
all.
Oh, this smells like Lincoln.
I'm like, yeah, this has got mahogany and Lincoln. That's what this is right here. I'm just throwing out terms. So she was like, she walked in and she fell in love with this like armoire, this like big.
Oh, yeah,
what do you
those are
call it
real
thing?
nice.
And I was like, oh, this is really nice. She's like, oh, I think my husband will like this. It was like, I think it was like an anniversary gift or something. I was like, oh, okay. I was like, I could get you the information. She's like, oh no, I'll take it. And this guy's on lunch, and I work on commission, 5%. And I'm like, all right. And I look at the price. It was $40,000. And I was like, where would you like that delivered? And that was like,
And you put it on your back right there and
And I was
started
like,
walking.
I got an Uber for it. It's back in the day, so there wasn't even that. Like, I'll carry this. I will walk all of Culver City for
Oh,
you.
you
Where
had
do
to
need
know,
to
yeah.
go?
You had to know a couple Tongans or Hawaiians to fucking, you know what I'm saying? Now it's furniture movement.
It's a big time.
But before they came here, there was just furniture that stayed where it was.
All over. It's like you moved to the furniture.
Yeah,
You're
that
like,
was
this
it.
isn't my dresser. I live here now. Yeah, but